guys, as a product reviewer that gets things now from companies, this is not the kind of video any of us want to make. I let all the companies, and this might be a little bit longer of an intro, I let all the companies that send me items know that they're going to get the most honest possible review. And so when this item showed up, I was very disappointed. I told the company that the video is still coming out, and they did tell me they're going to send me another product. So we may see kind of a retribution arc. They were really happy that I pointed out the issues with this to them. So let's turn this around. We're not gonna make it any longer. We're turning it around and we're gonna take a look at this knife that came in from this company. All right, guys. Well, you saw the intro, and I have to say I'm really disappointed in this. The company knew what I told them about this. By the way, new filming mat. You will see this from time to time. This is Forgotten Weapons. Go check out Ian over at Forgotten Weapons. Great YouTube channel. One of my favorite YouTube channels. So at any rate, in this box was this knife. And the company had reached out to me on Instagram, asked me if I wanted to review their product. And I saw images of it, and I still like the overall design of this knife, but there's a lot of problems with that. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that was in the box, and we'll do that. But I'll give you some size comparisons and stuff real quick off of the cuff. So the first knife for comparison is the Spyderco PM2. And for those of you that are new to the channel, we do these size comparisons so that you just have a point of reference, because if I tell you length and things like that, so I pick a couple pretty well-known knives. Your next knife for comparison is the Benchmade 940, probably the best known knife in the knife industry. It's a great size comparison there, you can see. And it's the only two we're gonna do because currently my Sebenza is on loan to someone who's never gotten to carry one. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way, and we're going to talk about this knife. But before we do that, we got to hear from this video's sponsor, which is me. Guys, I have a ton of affiliate links down below. GP Knives, Knives Ship Free, Blade HQ, Olight, pretty much every knife vendor you can pretty much think of. Blade Binge, all of those are down below. I have an Amazon store and a bunch of stuff. So just take those links. If you're going to do any shopping, especially that Amazon store, just take it and use it for all of your shopping. And that's what helps me do what I do here at this channel. So at any rate, this is the HX, there we go, let's get the box out here again. This is the HX Outdoor, and it is model number ZD112B. And it came in this case, which is not a bad little case. I've seen a bunch of these cases. Comes with a sticker, comes in, it's a nice pick and pluck foam, and it comes with this sticker. And I wanted to point out with you, it says right here, everyone deserves an exceptional knife. And it's got all their info on it. So if you want to pause and you want to check out their Facebook group and stuff like that, it's all on here. However, when I received this knife, I was very disappointed, because when I saw the pictures, it looked really nice. It really did. In the pictures, it looked great. And it's still not a bad design of a knife. The big problems I have with are a lot of the execution issues. So it's a D2 drop point blade with a unique Tonto style grind on here where it comes down and then these two angles meet and there's kind of a thick spot and it thins it out at the tip. It is a button lock flipper in what they call dark matter G10. And I do like the positioning of the button and things like that. As far as the overall design, I think this, if they can dial in their execution and their QA, could be a very good knife. Like I said, it's done in D2, which is a good budget steel, and it's coated, which means it's going to be pretty rust preventative. So now I have not looked up price and things on this. There will be a link to their Amazon store down below. But that's pretty much where the good stuff ends. In hand, this thing's not very comfortable. It rolls out of the cut badly. The G10 handles are milled and have a lot of contouring and things on them, a lot of milling that didn't really need to be on there. And it's just kind of rough in and out of the pocket. On top of all of that, pocket clip is not great. It's really stiff. It's really thick. And it sits right down in this slot. And it doesn't sit on that middle area right here. It sits forward of it, as you can see, and it does not really go into pockets very well. The flipper tab has got some seriously sharp jimping on it. Now, typically, I complain when companies make their jimping too soft, but that's not where I want really sharp jimping, especially in a knife where that just becomes part of the finger guard. It is very, very uncomfortable. It's a little thin in hand, even though it's kind of thick and contoured. It does not sit in hand comfortably. It rolls out of the cut. Next things are the blade. It is very thick blade stock. And it's one of those knives that does not really have a distal taper. So they accomplish bringing the tip down with that secondary grind. I think you can already see some of the issues on this. The grind on this is very, very inconsistent. You see the tip on that is rounded over. It comes down. It's got some wide areas here. The plunge grind comes all the way back into here. And then on this side, can you see how badly ground that is? It comes down, it's inconsistent ground, and it comes up. The blade itself, I think, was misground because the edge seems to be pretty symmetrical from side to side. But what I think is the blade grind itself is off, and you can see at the tip how almost chiseled at the tip that is. Also, I'm pretty sure that this has got a burnt edge. I see a little bit of straw coloring. I don't know how well you guys can see it on camera because the white balance on the camera with the lighting I'm using can be problematic, but it's kind of straw colored at this edge, and there's a very prominent burr, if I can catch the light, really prominent burr on this from side on the one side. Yeah, you can kind of see that straw color to the edge. So I think that the edge got burnt on this, and it feels sharp going this way because there's your burr that is formed on this. There it is. There it is. Now you can see it. Still got a burr on it. And so it feels sharp this way. And you can feel that, you can definitely feel the burr on that. The action on it is not great. It's really soft. It's really soft. Now I will say it's centered, and I do like the fact that it is all G10 construction. I do like when companies do that, when they do it all in micarta, do it all in G10. But on top of all of that, that pocket clip is really prominent and it's sharp. And like I said, really thick pocket clip on this. Now it is ambidextrous, but the problem is it's surface mounted. And I have a big problem with that because I'm going to tell you right now, there's no metal in here that I haven't taken apart. But as far as I can tell, unless they've got posts in here, this might be screwed directly into the G10. I haven't taken it apart yet. That's something I'm going to save for another video because they are going to send me another product. But yeah, I'm not a fan of surface mounted pocket clips. When one of these screws start to get loose, it moves around a lot instead of being milled down into a pocket. And then what happens is you overcompensate when you tighten it down. And a lot of times you'll strip out these small, I believe these are T6 screws. So just a laundry list of things on this. And like I said, as much as I like the idea of where the button is not great. And it almost has like almost like you have to double clutch the button. So I think the plunger needed to be a little bit longer on this to allow, yeah, you really have to like push in really hard on that. And that's not something I want to have to do on a button lock. So there is not going to be like a flip side of the story, flip side of the knife, because absolutely I can't recommend this knife. And I told the company this, like I said, the company was really responsive to my critiques. There will be a link if you're interested in this to see if maybe you can get a better version of it. There'll be a link to their Amazon down below, just like I promised them. I told them I would put a link to the purchase link for their Amazon site down below. And all of that. So I am honoring my commitment, but they, like I said, I'll put up a screenshot right here. I did reach out to them and I gave them the upfront. Every company that sends me something, I give them the upfront that I don't care how expensive the knife is you send me. I don't care that you're going to send me a knife. It does not change the review process. So just like I said, being honest with you guys, is it a yup or not? In my book, it is a nah. I'm going to tell you right now, even though I'm putting the link down below, I would not purchase it. I wouldn't purchase it as a gift until some of these issues get resolved. So there you go, guys. Let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day. So there you go, guys. And like I said, I owe it to you guys for me to continue to be honest and upfront. And, you know, even if I receive a free item, if it's not a good item, I don't care whether it's an expensive item. I don't care whether it's a cheap item. If I find problems with it, I'm going to tell you guys. So Just wanted to put out there. Like I said in the body of the video, guys, I am basically self-sponsored. Please check out all of my affiliate links. I'm not asking you to drop super chats or join my membership unless that's what you want to do, but I definitely do want you to use the affiliate links down below. They support the channel directly, especially that Amazon store and the knife links down there. I also have 2 of those links that will save you 10% at checkout. That's Coffee Brand Coffee and Tempered Trail. I have a 10% off coupon code of crazysharp, all one word. I think it's all lowercase, that works at Fair & Forged Knife Works, KATSU Knives, and Rosecraft Blades. That's another 10% off. You do have to type that coupon code crazysharp in. And I would like to remind everyone, please don't use the honey extension. It definitely screws content creators. It takes away all of our affiliate revenue and basically does not allow us to make money on that. I have a membership, like I said, if you want to join that, early access to videos, exclusive content. I'm going to start doing some more giveaway things for the premium tier guys. And I have a public Discord down below. It says join the community. It's actually on Gilded, but still it works the same. Guys, that's it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comments section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next video.